What was it, do you feel, about your guys' defensive effort that was able to get them out of sorts, especially early on in the basketball game?
Yeah, we take tremendous pride, obviously, in how we pressure the basketball, turn people over, make them play at a faster pace. And we came out with great intent, great energy, great togetherness. We're really connected, and we put them in a really tough spot by how we guarded, and a lot of possessions they didn't get shots on goal. So love that focus, love that intentionality. Would love if it would have carried over a little bit more at points in the second half, but I understand that that's kind of how things go.
What was it that allowed you guys to keep them from getting any momentum, I think, with their pace? Obviously, we talked about that even on Friday, how fast they wanted to play. I mean, it seemed like they never really got going.
Yeah, we knew the tempo was going to be really important, and we have a lot of pride when we're playing at Hilton Coliseum and in front of that awesome crowd and our fans that, we're going to play the game we need to play to come out with a victory. And we talked about it during the week. We needed to keep them out of second chance points. We need to do a great job blocking out and securing rebounds. We discussed quite a bit about how they're going to come back and try to steal it in the backcourt. Handled that well. Then in terms of offensively attacking their press, not turning it over in the backcourt, and then attacking them at the paint and at the rim, and we did a great job with that. So when you focus on doing fundamental things with a great intent and a commitment, then you're able to control the game like we were able to do pretty much from start to finish today.
TJ, that's what I was going to get at. You went right at them. I mean, they were taller. Well, maybe looked like it. But you guys just went right at them. What kind of games would you talk about Shun and especially Robert, oh my gosh, off the bench had?
Well, we've got a lot of confidence and trust in those guys. And so we're going to get them in opportunities where they're running to the rim off a ball screen or, a cut. We're going to get them opportunities where we post them and go right into the paint. Feel like their frontline guy, Soriano's a good player, but we're fortunate to have multiple guys we can throw at him and then continue, to go at him. And, for a lot of that, second half, he had 4 fouls and there were some challenges. And I credit our guards for doing a great job of getting the ball into the paint, and I credit our frontline guys for demanding it because, we've got to have that balance offensively. I like that today. We got more free throws, we had more baskets at the rim, and then we took the three when it presented itself. I think that was a really good balance for our offense.
Speaking of that front line, what has kind of stood out to you about some of their playmaking ability? Jazz had a few nice assists today. Shun had a couple. Jones had 3 as well. What's kind of stood out to you there?
Well, we trust those guys when they have the ball. They care so much and they want to make the right play, whether it's for themselves or their teammates. And depending where they catch it and what the situation is and how we're defended, there's different options that show up. So they care. I think that's a big part of value in the basketball is a care factor. And then our guards did a great job cutting. With St. John's, they want to pressure you and they spread the floor a little more so you can get some more of those cuts to score. There's some more of those opportunities as they're spread out where you can kind of attack them down the middle third of the floor and in the paint. And I credit our bigs for doing a great job playing with poise and caring so much, and our guards doing a great job cutting the finish.
With Robert, I mean, the growth that he's made, especially I think playing with his back to the basket, is that to be able to score at the level he has this season, is that something you guys even anticipated him ever getting to when you recruited him, I guess?
There was some times last season and into the postseason that we challenged Robert. We knew he was capable of more. We knew the type of player that he could become if he put the work in every single day. There's probably nobody that committed more in the offseason than him to being in great shape, changing his body. His body looks different. His confidence is different. All attributable to the hard work he did every single day. Now we're seeing him come out here night after night and post double figures. And last year, we weren't able to go to him as much. And now he's a focal point of what we do, and he's a focal point of what we do at key moments in the game. We know we can go to him. We know we can count on him. So, as a coach, you're proud of guys when they make the right choices, they do the right things, and then things go their way. And Robert has certainly done that.
Coach, you challenged your team to get better at rebounding, and they definitely showed up today. What did you think of the effort against a top 25 rebounding team in St. John's.
Yeah, I mean, we knew that they were aggressive on the glass. It's their size, their athleticism, the speed. They get you spread out, so they're tough for rebounding situations. Man, Caleb Grill has 10 rebounds. I mean, that's huge. I mean, those are, and it seemed like he was all over the glass. There's probably a few more that he was close to having. And then Koontz has 8 rebounds. And so, like, there's such a thing as our bigs need to rebound, but how our rebounding plan sets up, those guys need to block out and keep the other bigs out of there, and our guards need to come down and get those rebounds. And felt like we did a tremendous job. We knew that was at the top of everything we did in this game. If we were going to control the tempo, we had to control the glass. No second chance points, no easy putbacks, and our guys, they answered that call for 40 minutes.
It seems like getting out to an early lead has been a big factor for this team, especially tonight. Kind of just how important is it to get that early energy?
Well, especially at Hilton, it's awesome because our fans were terrific. Our guys came out that last time, and a few more people in Hilton than they're used to seeing, and the energy was so amazing. I think how we practice every day and how hard our guys play, you can try to simulate it, but when you come up against that level of ball pressure and that aggressiveness and the toughness that they're showing, it catches you off guard at first. And certainly, we're able to have 15 first-half turnovers today, which is great, especially against a really good team that has guards that can really make plays. So we've got to continue to do what we can every single possession and just keep putting one foot in front of the other. Got a lot of confidence in our group, but the confidence is built through the work every day, and we're excited to get back to the practice court.
DJ, how do you balance being a team that has energy and intensity but keeping emotions in check when technical fouls come into play?
Yeah, we could have been better today in terms of, we prepared and we knew that there could be things like that happening in the game, and we need to do a better job of not reacting to them. On 2 occasions, we put ourselves in position where if we don't react, it's probably a technical one way as opposed to being canceled out. And so good learning opportunity. There's going to be other times games get chippy moving forward, and we've got to have the mental toughness to just do what we do and not worry about any of that. That has nothing to do with us, and we're not going to let it.
Obviously, a big game coming up on Thursday. What's the focus the next several days, start of the week, just for you guys?
Yeah, I mean, for us, it's, again, when you play a game like this, you always want to make sure you get guys rest and make sure they're eating right and hydrating, doing all those things. And as we get back to the practice court, it's just a continued reconnection to the habits that we have every day. It's the ball pressure. It's the rebound. It's commanding the game. Those are the 3 areas we're going to talk about all year. And today we did all 3 well, and we were successful. I'm confident moving forward, if we can keep committed to doing those 3 things well, outcomes will go our way. Thank you.